Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link on this hot, humid, and breezy Thursday afternoon. A lot to cover, not just the heat, humidity, but the risk of some thunderstorms. Just issued a few hours ago, severe thunderstorm watch. This is for the areas shaded in yellow. Now, all locations have the risk of getting a strong to severe thunderstorm. It's just a higher risk in these areas in yellow. That does include northern Rhode Island, most of Worcester County, Mass., and all of Connecticut. This is until 8 o'clock in the evening. So I do want to show you Doppler radar, and just be mindful that we're recording this as of about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And certainly this changes every 30 minutes to an hour. But the storms are currently located across the Connecticut River Valley. You can see severe thunderstorm warnings. Those red polygons have been issued out for Hartford. A lot of lightning. And one thing that we've noticed in some of these storms, there has been some rotation, and this is something that we'll watch very closely. That can sometimes be the precursor that maybe a tornado could form. The chance is obviously very slight, but obviously worth mentioning as well. These all tracking off to the north and east. So if they hold together, crossing into our area in a few hours, and the risk is really there now until about 8 o'clock in the evening. So as far as any potential storm impacts now due to thunder, now through 8 o'clock this evening. And again, this is random, it's scattered, and when you do get a storm, it doesn't last long. Not every town gets one. Heavy rain likely, moderate risk of hail, strong risk of some wind damage, not due to spinning wind, but rather what we call straight line wind gusts. The tornado chance is there. It's low. It's not zero. It's not none. It's low, and that is something that we'll watch and monitor the radar very closely. High temps today, it is a official heat wave, so we top down at 92 degrees, and the heat will continue. Feel very confident of hot 90-plus degree weather Friday and right on through the weekend. And currently in Providence, as of 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's a mix of the clouds and sun, breezy, hot, and humid. Very high or very elevated humidity levels, making these 90-degree temperatures feel hotter. And that's why we have the heat index, the feel-like temperature called the heat index, running between the mid to upper 90s, and it covers really most of the area until 8 o'clock this evening. So the threat tracker remains elevated now through this evening due to the heat, the humidity, and the risk of a potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms in some communities. Friday is a hot day. It's up to 93, but this time around it'll be a dry heat. It's not as humid. And right now, unfortunately, the weekend looks even hotter. We're forecasting mid-90s both Saturday and Sunday. So what we're tracking is a cold front out through upstate New York, and out ahead of it, hot and humid weather, and with it, some scattered showers and strong thunderstorms. So until the front clears the area, we'll keep this risk through about to 8 o'clock this evening as this tracks off to the east. And while all locations have the risk of severe thunderstorm, the higher risk is in the areas essentially shaded in yellow. You can see that north and west of Providence. So if you look at the code here, on a scale from 1 through 5, this yellow area is called level 2. Most of our area in the marginal risk, which is level 1. So quite simply, the further inland you go, especially out in here, the risk, it's already occurring now in Hartford, the risk is a bit higher for some severe weather. But you need to be weather aware regardless of where you live on that map. Once we get beyond 8, 9 o'clock this evening, the rest of the night is quiet, and it sets up for sunny, hot weather on Friday. But even though the humidity starts off somewhat high on Friday morning, it does drop off through the afternoon, so it's more of a dry heat coming up the second half of Friday. The temperature all the way up to 93 and only getting hotter this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, with sunshine and highs in the mid-90s. In the short term, be weather aware now through 8 o'clock in the evening. The bigger concern at this point would be the risk for some strong to severe thunderstorms in some, but not all communities.